Breeders' Cup 2024. Let's get an update on the latest contenders and the latest racing news. We're also going to take a look at the 6 top contenders for the Breeders' Cup Distaff. Our top 10 contenders for the Classic is already up, but the Distaff contenders not quite as deep, but at the top we've got 2 strong fillies. It's going to be the matchup, the 3-year-old filly Thorpedo Anna against Idiomatic, the defending champion in the Breeders' Cup Distaff. She is the older horse. Let's take a look first at Thorpedo Anna. 9 starts, 7 wins in her career. She won the Kentucky Oaks. She won the Cotillion. Those are Grade 1 races. The Acorn Stakes. Meanwhile, her campaign this year includes a win in the Fantasy Stakes, a win in the Kentucky Oaks, a win in the Acorn, a win in the CCA Oaks, plus a second place finish against the boys in the Travers, and a win in the Cotillion. Let's start off with the Fantasy Stakes. Off the layoff, Thorpedo Anna, sitting in third, sitting chilly was Tyler Gaffleone, makes her move, bursts to the lead at the top of the stretch, and then powers away to victory. Thorpedo Anna starting off her campaign with that win in the Fantasy Stakes. Now we go to the Kentucky Oaks, a big field, sloppy track. On the lead is Thorpedo Anna early. She kind of busted the race open at the half-mile mark. They made a move at her on the turn. A couple of horses did. Ways and Means did. Another horse also making her move was Just FYI, but Thorpedo Anna, 4-length win, pretty much wire to wire in the Kentucky Oaks for trainer Ken McPeak. Now we take a look at the older filly and mare. We've got Idiomatic, the Breeders' Cup Distaff winner in 2023. This year, she won the La Troyenne, second in the Phipps, first in the Molly Pitcher, second in the Personal Ensign, losing by just a nostril, and then a first in the Spinster at Keeneland for her prep race for the Breeders' Cup. Now let's go back to the sloppy track, the La Troyenne. Idiomatic coming off the bench, winning this race. Trainer Brad Cox had her ready to roll that day, and Idiomatic by Curlin starts off her campaign with a big win and a tough field in that La Troyenne Stakes on Kentucky Derby weekend. Now we go to the shore. It's the Monmouth Molly Pitcher Stakes, dueling on the front end the entire way around. Idiomatic taking a lot of heat on the turn, down the lane, really finding the heart of a champion, and prevails in the final stride. Idiomatic picking up that win at Monmouth. So Idiomatic, now she comes into the Spinster Stakes over the weekend. She wins this race. She's bet down to the heavily favorite, takes the early lead, kind of gets clear on the turn, and then holds off a Colt, who ends up finishing second. Candide was another contender in this race who made a move on the turn, but Idiomatic, I thought this was a good prep for her. You know, didn't drain the tank, but it kept her at the top of her game, and it gives her back-to-back Spinster Stakes wins, a Grade 1 at Keeneland 2023 and 2024. So Idiomatic will go to the Breeders' Cup Distaff. You've got Thorpedo Anna, the most likely favorite, Idiomatic, the second favorite. Those are 2 of my top contenders. Now let's take a look at another one, and this one is being overlooked a little bit. Raging Sea, another Curlin, just like Idiomatic. Closer running style. She wants a fast pace. Let's go to the Belle Dame. This was her prep at Belmont at Big A. Big favorite in this race, and she prevails, made her move. The inside horse kind of came back at her, but Raging Sea with Flavian Prat won her 3rd straight race. And remember, she did defeat Idiomatic in the Personal Ensign. Now let's go to the Chuvy Stakes at Saratoga. Raging Sea comes from behind, comes into the lead into the stretch, takes advantage of that rail, and draws off to victory over a moderate field for a Grade 3. Raging Sea comes into the Breeders' Cup Distaff with 3 straight wins. She has a win over Idiomatic, a win in the Belle Dame, a win in the Chuvy Stakes. Another horse to consider is Awesome Result. This one you may not have heard of. Comes in from the land of the rising sun, Japan. 7 for 7. The sire is Justify. He can get dirt runners. He can get turf runners. Awesome Result. August 27th, we're going to go to Japan. The Breeders' Gold Cup, probably her best race, on the lead here. And the rest of the field is chasing in vain. Awesome Result picks up the win. That's her 7th straight win. 3 wins in 2024, 4 wins in 2023. She's an older horse. She also won the Empress High Stakes and the Banshu Stakes in Japan. Awesome Results a 4-time stakes winner, including the Elder Baron Stakes. Now we've got another hard-hitting older filly and mare, this one named Scylla, trained by Belmont. She's been sprinting, she's been routing. What I like about her is she got second in the Ballerina in a sprint. She was second in the Clement Hirsch after shipping out west, and so she can bring her track with her. She'll go to Old Del Mar looking to pick up a victory for Juddmonte Farms. Now, a most recent winner was Sugarfish, our final contender. She won the Zenyatta Stakes. Sugarfish took advantage of that rail trip, spurted clear at the rail, and held on for the victory. Sugarfish next up, the Del Mar Breeders' Cup Distaff. That's a look at my top 6 contenders for the Breeders' Cup Distaff in 2024. A very competitive field. You've got runners like Scylla, you've got Thorpedo Anna, the 3-year-old, you've also got the older horse in Idiomatic. Should make for a great matchup. And the Japan runner, a little bit of intrigue, 7 for 7 in her career, and 3 for 3 in 2024. Picked up a win last time out, a dominating win in Japan, and gets that nice 6-week break before the Breeders' Cup. Free racing picks every Saturday until the Breeders' Cup. We'll have a Friday Breeders' Cup edition, a Saturday edition. It's absolutely free to sign up. If you've already signed up this year, you're already good to go. If you haven't signed up, look for the link in the description. Also, going to be putting out more exclusive content for the Breeders' Cup for only channel subscribers, and also for the Triple Crown campaign. It's $9.95 a month. It's the best way to support the channel, as I get paid directly for producing the exclusive content. So think about signing up and supporting the channel. We will have extra preview videos and some other highlight videos for channel membership. $9.95 a month. You can sign up for a few months. You can drop off. You can pick back up however you want to do it. And the Breeders' Cup Distaff 2024, the top contenders are lining up. Now, don't forget, we did do a preview of our top 10 classic contenders. That is already up on the channel. And we did have a recap of the juvenile racing weekend. We had some strong performances. Chancer McPatrick, also some good runners. Mercive on Friday in the Alcibiades Stakes. And then out west, Bob Baffert running first and second out west in both the American Pharoah Stakes and the Oakleaf Stakes. 2024 Breeders' Cup Distaff. What do you think of Thorpedo Anna taking on the older filly and mares? Idiomatic comes back. She won the Breeders' Cup Distaff in 2023. We've got the Japan runner, 7 for 7 lifetime. Leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, and smash that like button as we get you ready for the Breeders' Cup 2024. And remember, people have opinions, horses have the facts.